Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 18, Part 2. Last we saw, we finished the Victory Pit in the first half of the Patreon exclusive. We took down the Hill Giant. I felt bad for the Hill Giant, guys. In all honesty, the thing was dead. We were beating the crap out of it. It was already down to like under 30 hit points. When Caleb smoked it, I thought that was genius. Caleb dusted it. It fell asleep. It falls against the pillar and then collapses on the floor. I thought right there, we all shouted victory and we were thinking we won. Matt goes, nope, you got to keep fighting. I was thinking for Matt to say that either we're about to slaughter this sleeping giant or there's a twist. The giant's faking it, which it's too dumb in my mind to do, which it wasn't doing. Or maybe it's got so much hit points that even with us getting advantage and surrounding it, it gets hit once and it comes up with a fury. It was tortured. There were spikes jamming in its thighs or some kind of thorn-like things that were making it agitated further than already a hill giant would be, which I imagine would be a lot. And nope, we basically have Bo thrust it in the eye, miss. It gets grazed, wakes up, Not finished it off. I feel like Not did very well in that battle. Exploded its belly button. It basically bled out. And I feel like that's not very sportsmanlike. I feel like once the creature was down, that you should be like, all right, victors, on to another day. Because in my mind, it's almost a waste. You could use this creature again, make this creature even crazier and more chaotic and badass the next time. Have your dudes heal it up. And I don't know, if you're going to torture creatures and make them do this kind of thing, no sense in letting them just die for no good reason. I feel like that was just sacrificing at that point. But either way, we win. Darrow's group goes up. They win. Long story short, even though it was described awesomely by Matt Mercer, we split the purse. But we each get an additional 600 for lasting 3 rounds, 200 gold a round, 1,600 gold apiece. We made friends with Darrow. We go to the after party. We meet Ormid Haas and Trent Ickathon. And Trent Ickathon takes an interest in Yasha. I only think because Yasha was telling him everything you shouldn't say and acting suspicious with things that probably didn't matter. If you're going to stumble over your words and act suspicious, might as well tell people anything because now this guy doesn't believe her, but he seemed he was intrigued. I have to assume it's because she just told him everything. I don't know. I still am assuming that Ashley Johnson did it intentionally, but if it's intentional and that is your character, then us sending Bo and Yasha to talk to these dudes was probably not a great idea, but we also see the Starost is there, Lawmaster Arentha, and war is at hand. We also got a pass to go anywhere we want in the Tri-Spires, but I don't think that matters because I feel like war is at our doorstep and Molly is like, let's get the hell out of here, and I agree. You don't leave the poker table when you're down. You leave when you're up, and we just won the victory pit and fulfilled all that we needed in this place, I feel like, for now. So let's jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Person of Interest, Doctor Who, Stargate, and Battlestar. Go check it out. If not, Campaign 2, Episode 18, Part 2.
That looked like it went well. How bad was it?
What information did you glean?
What information did you glean? I love it. Super honest. Yeah.
I figured it's like, you know, one of those things that if you're going to get caught, you might as well tell the truth because it's just.
That's what I just said.
easier to remember.
But then you don't send
I
people
don't
like
know, I
that.
panicked.
Well, did you say anything you didn't
You
want to?
panicked. That's like saying,
so.
guys, it's not my fault. I missed. I'm a bad shot. Then don't send the bad shot in to make the shot.
Oh, I said both of those things.
You said both of those things.
You said both of those
Yeah,
things.
definitely made it seem like she.
My
could
God.
be,
Ridiculous.
Definitely there to potentially kill them. In fact, I think that's exactly what they thought might have been happening.
Yeah, but you know, you also kind of dropped a horse apple in front of them as well.
Yeah, it was kind of
A
great.
horse apple.
You do.
She mentioned a little insight on the pending war when no one
Yes.
knows about the pending war.
I think.
Although
I think
that
they're gonna
you
look at
could
you as,
say that anybody could get information underground somehow. We obviously know people.
Or, you know, they think that I am.
Yeah, they probably think, I have ideas that you might be. We've had ideas you might be.
green though.
The cream.
The Kreen is that's the kingdom over there.
It's the Kreen dynasty.
The Kreen dynasty.
Not the green.
Empress of the Drow, you guys.
The green is something else.
I'm not here. I'm next to Starosta.
It didn't evolve into a punching fight.
Is
Listen
the
to-
Starosta so
No,
here?
I'm listening to Bo and Ford up there having their little side combo.
There was an improvement.
Ormid Haas also took Frumpkin. I thought he was going to literally take Frumpkin. He took Frumpkin outside. I thought he was going to take our cat.
Okay.
Our
You
cat.
hear the gist of most of the conversation. Best.
I
you can
forgot I'm
without
wearing this.
Catching too much attention to yourself, and over the next 20 minutes or so, you catch what amounts to them discussing possible future difficulty in crossing border boundaries between the Empire, Menagerie Coast, and imports. The necessity of them, but having to make sure they go through very stringent processes in doing so with the promise of coming conflict. He doesn't outright say that they're at war yet, but the Starosta is essentially laying
And the
groundwork
Starosta, I
for
thought-
maintaining trade lines through the Wuyun Gorge,
Wuyun
across
Gorge.
the Sirius Mountains,
Sirius Mountains.
wanting to make sure that the port
Wuyun
towns of the
Gorge.
Menagerie Coast still have access to get the necessary goods to the Empire, not only just to maintain their people, but to get them as quickly as possible to the front to the east.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, they're trying to basically establish what initially seemed like it may have been just a pleasantry-based arrival on their part. They've been kind of pulled into this conversation with the Starosta out of necessity from his standpoint. And you can sense there's a bit of desperation in his voice. He's genuinely trying to do the best job he can and feels overwhelmed in the moment. And is trying his best he can to cover it.
Yasha.
I guess he is acting nervous, or at least trying to cover. I mean, Jester said he was acting weird. I thought he was just acting like a politician.
you.
Wheeler dealer, always on the move.
But if there's anything that we need to know, now would be a good time to tell us so that we are not in danger. Are you a Jorhasian
Exactly
spy
what I
come
just
here to
said.
Do bad things to the Empire.
I and them have their doubts.
Oh my God, you've discovered why she's been with my circus all this time.
I still think that is
Working as a
not.
bouncer.
I don't think that's an
Why are
unfair
you here,
question.
then? Why did you flee?
I really don't think that's unfair. I have my doubts. Every one of these dudes have secrets. We found out Molly died.
None of your business at this time. No.
Well,
Molly
just wanna know in
died.
case
I
they're
feel
gonna
like there
come
are
try
things
to
we
kill
need to
you
know.
and kill
Yeah.
me by accident.
Well, if they try and kill you to get answers, then this way you don't know anything. So then you're really just not worth anything.
No, now we're just tortured to death, and we don't know anything on top of
There
it.
was an M in there.
I always thought that was funny when people are like, I'm not going to tell you, because if someone tortures you, you can't tell them. You're still going to get tortured to death.
See an enemy?
All that happens is they don't get caught.
I just want to know if you're on their side or the Jorhasian side, so that when this war
Like, if you
comes,
were about
that
to get
we're not
tortured
caught in the
to death.
crossfire, that's all.
Would you
What side are
care
you on?
if Yasha was going to get caught or
on
not?
my
I
side.
wouldn't.
Exactly.
I would tell them right. I'd be like,
I'm not
Yasha is
on
over there.
any
There she
side.
is. I owe her nothing. I'm not going to die for Yasha right
What
now.
we're
Maybe
fighting
one
is
day.
Something very, very terrible.
You mean what they're fighting? In
Yeah.
Jorhas?
Yasha is the most
The Kreen?
strangerish to all of us, even though I'm saying that funny. She's
Yeah,
the biggest stranger of the group.
We heard about them in the north, and they're mostly dark elves that settled in a massive ruin that was completely forbidden for us to travel to.
Did they do bad things to your...
I'm thinking maybe.
Yeah, the ones that went there. And they do keep their skies dark, and it's some kind of dark magic that we don't know of that keeps the sun away. And they've enslaved men and beasts and demons under their banner.
All right, then. That sucks. Look at.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Have you seen the dark skies?
I've never been. I've
Reminds
never
me
been.
of Lord of the
It's
Rings, like Mordor, the dark skies.
hard to get there, and it's not someplace I would want to go alone.
Did you know anyone who went?
I heard stories, but never anybody personally.
Are you interested in going there?
I've always been curious. Just
Hear
to
the
see
music kicking in every now and then. A
nice.
cool little thing raises.
I mean, They've done so many bad things that I would want to fight them.
I think Molly's right. I think Molly and Nod are right. I think they're gonna try and start enlisting soldiers here.
Yeah.
They're doing the same where you're from.
I don't know.
It's been a while. During this whole talk, can I look in and see where my cat is?
Outside, right?
Frumpkin is maybe 20 feet outside the door and is just waiting for you guys to exit.
All right.
Okay, well, I tell him to wait there for me.
Okay.
Frumpkin, you continue to
Well, if
wait.
we're really going to be pulling out of this city that
Hi.
fast.
My cat is just sitting there adorably. Every
Maybe
time
we
I
should
say
take
Frumpkin, I
advantage
feel
of
like
these
he
new
looks at me.
badges we have and, hit up the Tri-Spire.
Finish the evening off right. I'll honestly say I'd like to get out of here as soon as possible so they don't think we're running from the news. We get out of here before the news hits.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Where do we go?
Right now, no one is talking about the war. We have just
I'm just
victoriously won.
Still.
Let's get
You're
hopping.
thinking,
If it were just the two of us, I'd say leave tonight. But
how about 24 hours from now?
see if we can make it faster. But 24 hours is.
I would say
is not
faster,
too
yeah.
far. I would
24
like
hours
dusk.
would lead us to
No
the...
later than dusk. I'd like to get
Yeah.
out before news starts to spread.
Exactly. You don't want to stick around for another whole day, another whole 24 hours.
Just to be safe.
Just to, get supplies and be ready for the road again.
That's a fair point.
Should we divide up the money?
I would say get your shit.
That feels better.
Let's rest up and see where we're at. Why put a time on it? Let's just... What do you need to do? Go do what you need to do, and then we'll all meet back up. Whatever time it is, we're out. Don't put a time on it.
Weighs into their cups, and he's like, friends, before we shove off and probably never meet again, I just wanted to say it's been an absolute pleasure to get to meet you.
I hope
watch
we
you
see him
fight, for you
again.
To watch us fight.
It'd be a
and,
shame.
All the luck in your future endeavors.
Same to you. It was very, very impressive. Where does fate take you after this night?
Well, as far as I know, we're probably heading back up to Nugvarat and continuing with our
Nugvarat,
contract,
we
sitting
talked
around
about
and being
this.
paid for nothing.
That's right. They just
Remind
laid
me,
around
north of
and
here,
did nothing and got
northwest?
paid for it.
East-ish. Yeah, east of Rexentrim.
Why don't we go with Darrow? How funny would that
6
be?
or 7 months or so, and done a few jobs there and there.
Just a contract that keeps on going, or is there any set end date for you guys?
7 months.
No, not until
Didn't
they
he
cancel
say?
it.
I thought he said 7
Rough.
months.
We've been hearing little murmurs of action. What direction is it?
East.
East of here.
Oh, like over on the border with Shoras?
Indeed, trouble stirring up. You hear anything about that?
I mean, other than the fact that there's just been incursions and kidnappings and stuff, it's all been very small, localized, and in the borders. But
Well, my friend, shit's
Lake
going
Garda's there
down.
for a reason, and Talonstad. But
Since you're familiar with that trek back and forth, anything you would recommend us, checking out just in case we decided to wander for a bit?
what are you looking for?
I don't know, good time, a little bit of adventure, maybe a bit of both.
Good time.
A good time.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, if you're looking for wining, dining, and the various nightly pleasures,
Nightly pleasures.
my faith does not allow for that, so I'm a very bad source. But then he turns around.
Whining, dining, and nightly
Can you
pleasures.
recommend any good ways to get into trouble?
Oh, legal trouble or illegal trouble?
What you will.
If you want to go illegal, you can actually go just beyond the boundaries of the Empire to Shady Creek Run. Entire haven for murderers, thieves, and...
Oh, that's like some real deep illegal stuff. Yeah, that's a little too much.
Maybe if it's not so gnarly.
There is a deer stock to the west, as well as Camorda. It's quite good drink in Camorda.
Camorda sounds familiar.
There's Pride's Call, if you like the jovial dwarf folk there. Much less dark and
Pride's
intense
Call.
because they're right
Reminds
down
me
the
of
boundary. Most of them
Lion
are
King, Pride Rock.
fighting for the war as well. But personally, I mean, Rexentrim's got it all.
Rex and
I hear
Trim.
that. Sultrus Academy is located there as well.
Yeah, that's that it is.
You know anybody that's
I mean,
graduated
that's
from
what
that
we've been
academy?
talking about since the beginning.
Not
Rex and
directly,
Trim.
no. Like I said, I've only been here for about a little over half a year. But to me, it's not been too bad.
Fair enough. Well, I wish you the best.
You as well, my friends. Drink deep.
I almost feel
Very
like
hard.
he is too good to not be seen again. It's one of those things where he made too much of an impression.
Before he leaves their room.
Okay. You do notice as Darrow leaves, he does have a medallion around his neck that previously was kind of hidden in his armor, and it is the symbol of the door of the Dawnfather.
It's the legal thing. After oh no, it's not.
Dawnfather's legal here.
The Dawnfather's legal there.
She switched emotion
And
3
as-
times.
as
Wait,
most
it is
Tal'dorei
no.
sitting
It's
out,
not. Yes.
You guys have basically waited to close down the party. Most of the servants are cleaning up and finishing up the space. This Starosta begins to leave and make his way out there with his companions, and they're kind of.
I'm
chatting.
wondering if we're gonna end
Leftover drinks that people left behind.
on some quiet time.
All right, let's go.
Do that one.
I've told you guys I used to do that when I was in college. I would kill every drink that everyone else left.
Jester.
Imagine that in today's
no,
day and
no, you
age.
told him it was Fancy Pants.
Yes.
Fancy Pants McGee.
Yes.
I would literally say, I've told you guys this before, I would say no soldier left behind, and I would kill all the leftover drinks, regardless if it was beer or unless it was like gross.
Your body posture for this whole party has been rather tense. I don't know if you noticed, but I am a bit of a healer. And, you know, I'm from the Menagerie Coast, where I did a lot of mental healing as well as body healing. So, if there's anything you need to relieve your stress, I am very good at this. This is why I came here.
He kind of goes. He looks back and forth. to
So
his-
bizarre. I feel like this is so bizarre.
What are you insinuating?
I'm talking about somebody to talk to.
Isn't it?
Right.
To relieve your mind of your stress.
I get it. It's Jester, but I feel like it's just so
I
bizarre.
really appreciate that offer, genuinely, Jester Fancy Pants McGee.
Even that, especially since
however,
that's her name.
Such is my life.
I know you have people that work.
Maybe
for
in a
you.
week. Give me some time. A lot of stuff percolating right now, but
Percolate. We got that's a good
Tiki
one.
Tap, right?
Or the pillow trove.
Or the pillow trove. All right. Well, I may have use of your services soon. Not at the moment, but soon.
Okay. I can help your mind.
Thank
If
you
you
very
just relieve that stress. It's somebody to talk to. It's very helpful.
I appreciate that. Soon.
Too
Anything
much.
Is trying
Jester,
to make the wrong impression
at
to
some
his
point it
friends.
goes too far.
Darts off. with
It's
them
just
into the night.
awkward and weird now.
Are you drinking every random cup, or are you just pouring them all into one cup?
Suicide or one at a time?
No, just finishing the.
I
ones that
usually
are
just
left
did the one at a
behind.
time. Yeah, not a suicide
It is
cup.
an atrocity
Suicide
to
cup was
leave
all
alcohol
the beverages
on
in
a
one
table.
cup.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Bo.
Yeah. One of those was full of dip spit.
Oh God! See, that's what I was saying though. I wouldn't drink ones that had exposed to things like that.
Iron stomach.
Like I'm
Beauregard
talking
over
like
here.
bottled beers and stuff like
You're
that.
going to have the shits later.
Yeah, probably.
You're a trash person.
You're a trash
You're
person.
gonna walk over and take your last drink and drink it and salute.
He respects. Look at this. Molly respects.
You just.
I know.
Oh man, you guys, I was really trying to get this Starosta to talk to me.
Yeah, we know.
Offer you- I would have said yes if a strange psychoanalyst walked up to me.
Yeah. It was so bizarre and
I'm
uncomfortable.
a really good healer.
Yeah, but that's bizarre. You literally looked like a crazy person approaching someone in the
I
street.
didn't give him a
I
pen,
could
actually.
fix
That's
you.
even shiftier. Yeah.
What are we doing?
That means I'm really good, is what that means.
For all these
Not
services?
for friends. I'm actually really shit at giving advice.
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
After all of that awkwardness and everything, she's actually horrible at it.
Well, anytime you have any problems, Yasha, you just come to me, okay?
Okay.
Are we talking about
I maybe
holding
showed a
at-
little bit of pink on my
I mean, I feel like
talking
Ashley
about
Johnson really
holding
does. I feel like she's
Velcro
blushing right
seating?
now.
Is that what I'm picking up on? Or-
I need to go by there anyway. How long has it been since we've been in town?
But since
been long.
she's been in town,
Probably like a half a day.
back, it's probably been a week and a half to 2 weeks.
I mean, by this point, my mom has probably got the package here, so.
Wait. Has it been that long? My
See if
God.
there's
Wait.
a fancy place for us
I
to
must have
meet.
misunderstood. There's no way of what I'm
We
thinking.
need some healing potions and things.
Yes, I
we'll
bet
go
there's
by 2 minutes
places in
later,
there.
it'll be
We
fine.
could go to the Silken
it's late.
Terrace.
What's the Silken
It's late.
Terrace?
At this point now,
Look at Sam.
no,
What's
right
this?
now it's probably like 10, 30, 11 o'clock.
Plus, like, there's always one of those poo mats around.
There is always one of those
What's
poo
the
mats
mission
around.
for tonight, though?
Tri-Spire Pillow Trove, get Jester's package, get turned up, get some healing potions.
Wait, we're getting turned
All right.
up before we go to Pumas. This is the idea.
Why not?
Yeah.
You think
Let's
Pumas
get
is
drunk
open at
before.
2
I love
a.m.?
it.
That's fair. The more you drink, the more you spend.
Let's go get drunk and then go visit Pooh Mat. I love that idea. But first, we got to do a couple other things first.
We did a lot today.
I'll be so excited if there actually is a package from Jester's mom. Because I still have doubts about
No,
that.
because you just drank like 15 drinks.
We're gonna have to move on things quickly. But
Lead the way, Jester.
I'll
Yeah,
put it
let's
in the
go.
morning.
All right.
Up early in the morning. Are we staying at the Pillow Trove?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll crash it. That's fine.
Did you guys divide the money up?
Yes.
What did I get?
228.
228. Yeah, we said that before. And 5 silver.
So, as you guys exit from the forum, the victory pit, out into the night, which is the event is still going on, though it's most.
I love
of
it.
the people
I mean,
have
we just
fleeted
got
out.
a
Everyone
lot
remains
of
out
gold,
pretty
but we got to
tossed,
buy some potions and stuff.
or is in the process of closing down their various carts and established places of sale. The Pentamarket is closing. The festival kind of pushed it a little bit.
I feel
for
like
some
we're wrapping
establishments.
up, guys.
But you make your way walking towards the Tri-Spires, and that's where we'll go ahead and take our break.
As soon as Matt starts talking like that, I'm like, oh,
Break.
here we
It's
go.
8:50.
8:50.
Yeah.
It's
So we,
still your birthday. Oh, I
we're
guess
back
at midnight
in a
it's
few
no
minutes for a break.
longer.
However, we do have our Wormwood giveaway.
What do we got? What
So
kind of
tonight we
wood
have
is
the
this
quilted
one?
maple dice tray. This is original device
What is it? The quilted maple?
with our leather interior.
Ah,
Yeah, you want to
I want to touch it. Let me
So
see.
now not only do you win it, but you win it touched by Laura Bailey.
Oh, look at that.
The price just went up by about 20% on the
With a baby.
So
Laura
the
Bailey,
Golden
right?
Maple
She
will
hasn't,
go
or
to the
has she had
winners
the baby
in
yet?
the U.S. or Canada.
I still feel like
It's
she's
going to come
pregnant.
back. But to come into the Twitch chat, and tonight's term is victory.
Victory.
Go ahead and put in the word
Victory.
victory into chat.
Go
You
in,
enter
guys.
once,
It's
more
only
than once
4
to get
years old. We'll
disqualified.
get it.
We'll come back at the end of the break for to announce the.
All right, guys. So we basically just do a little more talking. Jester gets awkward again with Starosta. I thought the Starosta was acting like a nervous politician would act in general, but I guess he is freaking out about the situation. The only thing is, the last thing a guy like that wants is some strange person tiefling coming up to them and constantly in their face being like, dude, you look extremely uncomfortable. I'm really good at this kind of stuff. Let me fix you. And you insist on doing it. Now, obviously, that is what Jester does. But everyone else is just kind of standing around. And it got to a point where it was just like, all right, we get it. I get it. Like, we got things to do. This isn't working. And if anything, Matt is just big. Like, where do we go from here? At some points, it's hilarious, but it's almost like the Family Guy joke where it goes too far sometimes, where it's almost like cringy. Like, all right, it was funny at first, but now we're going a little too far with it. But I know that's Jester's character, so sometimes we just got to deal with the cringe. I was watching everyone's faces, and it looked like everyone was kind of just leaning back like, we're going to have to deal with this for a couple minutes now. And nothing comes of it except whatever. But it's not relevant, really, because we're probably splitting from this town. We all just agreed in under 24 hours, we're going to try to get the hell out of here. I don't know why we're even putting a time on it. And if we wait 24 hours, we'd be leaving in the middle of the night the next day. So I feel like we should do what we got to do. It's still enough time left. We already said that Pumat is probably open every hour of the day because there's a bunch of Pumat souls. So like, we don't have to worry about that. I say we get our healing potions. We buy whatever things we need to buy. We get drunk. Maybe we rest a little and we leave at the break of dawn. Why sit around? Molly is kind of being the right one in all this. He's like, hey, let's get our shit together and get out of here. What have we got left to do here? Nothing. All we have is to possibly get wrangled into a war. We could get drafted into the military. We could get thrown into war. We could just wake up and war is upon us. And then what do we do? Like, I think we should be moving in the opposite direction of wherever this news came from. Darrow said there's a couple places we could go. We keep talking about Rexitrum. He mentioned a couple other places, but all of them sounded a little too shady and not really what we're looking to do right now. So I feel like we have a course. I mean, it sounded like we're even going to stay at the Pillow Trove. We split up all the gold. We got about 230 more gold each. Even if we each bought a healing potion, we have enough money to buy some possibly interesting trinkets. What if Pumat's soul has new stuff? I'm assuming at some point there will be new stuff to buy. Maybe he's going to be like, I just got this in and we could pool all our money together and buy something interesting. But Travis said, let's go get turnt first. Let's go get drunk and then visit. I think that's a better idea as well, because then we could actually have fun with it. You guys let me know what you think. Besides that, it's Marisha's birthday. It's still her birthday. When we come back from the break, it will be her birthday through the rest of the live stream. I feel like their live stream ends around 11 or 12 o'clock. So Marisha's birthday live stream. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Person of Interest, Doctor Who, Battlestar is done in full. Go check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.